Hey guys, today we're going to look at measuring objects to the nearest half inch. So when we were in class, I think our measurement unit it had just followed telling time. And it's when we measure to the nearest half inch, it's kind of like what you've just learned about telling time, right? In second grade, we learned that you could count by fives on the clock, and you learned to say it's 12:05 or 12:10, 12:15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then this year in third grade, you learned what all those teeny tiny little marks in between the 5 and the 10 and the 15 and the 20 stand for, right? You learned to say, oh, this clock doesn't say 12:05, it says 12:07. This clock is close to 12:10, but it's really 12:11, right? So you learned to look at exactly where the minute hand was pointing to find out precisely what time it was, okay? And this year in third grade, we've also expanded the use of a ruler, right? When you were in second grade, you always measured to the nearest inch. Something would be 1 inches or 2 inches or 3 inches or 4 inches or 5 inches. But this year in third grade, okay, we're learning that not every object is exactly perfectly 2 inches. Okay, sometimes something is a little bit longer than 2 inches, but it's not quite 3 inches. Okay, same goes for every other measurement. So measurements are becoming, as you guys get older, more and more precise, okay, which means like more exact and more specific, okay, to the exact length or time or whatever measurement you're using. So today we're measuring to the nearest half inch, and it's a little bit easier. And we're going to go ahead and take a look now. So let's look at measuring to the nearest half inch. Okay, so this ruler is definitely simplified for you, okay? Usually on a ruler, I think technically you'll have like 14 marks between the 0 and the 1, and they stand for different fractions. And I'm talking about the ruler that, your mom buys you from Walmart before you go back to school, and it has many different marks on it, and as you get older, you'll learn what each mark means. But for now, we're looking at a simplified ruler, and right in the middle of each inch, between 0 and 1, between 1 and 2, between 2 and 3, there's just one mark, okay? And this mark is telling us where each inch has been cut in half, right? So think of it like this. This is 1 inch, this amount of space, right? From 0 to 1, okay? But just like you can take one whole cookie and break it in half to share with your brother and sister, you can take an inch and break it in half. And that's what this slightly smaller line in the middle means, is this is the halfway mark, okay? So when we're measuring an object to the nearest half inch, okay, normally we wouldn't be using a simplified ruler, but we are today, and that's okay. We're going to go ahead and draw a line. I'm going to draw a line down from the turtle's nose to the edge of the ruler, right? This is something we always have to do when we're measuring. And let's see here. Okay, and let's show you. All right, so I went ahead and I made a mark for my little turtle guy, and it points down to this mark, right? So this mark is going to show me exactly how long my turtle is, okay? And you guys are looking at it right now. You can see that he's between 2 whole inches, right? He falls between 3 inches and 4 inches, okay? Is this turtle 4 inches long? No, not yet, right? He's close, though. He's actually 3 inches long because he's past the 3 mark, right? And 1/2. He's 3.5 inches long. I know this is light, but sorry. Hope you could see okay. 3.5 inches long. So this turtle is 3.5 inches long. 3.5 inches long. Okay? Okay. Let's check out the root beer bottle. I think this is going to be pretty simple for you guys today. I think you're going to be able to handle it. So the root beer bottle, we're going to draw a line down, 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 down to there, okay? Now my root beer bottle is between what 2 inches? Which 2 whole inches? The whole number, right? And these are all whole numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The root beer bottle falls between the 7 and the 8, okay? Is the root beer bottle 8 inches long yet? No, not quite. It's a little bit shorter than 8 inches, right? So we're going to say it's 7 inches, and obviously it's 7 inches plus some, right? Plus how much? What is this mark here? This represents a part of an inch. It represents half of an inch. So this root beer bottle is 7.5 inches long, okay? Got it? Not too bad? I know the writing's a little bit light. I could try to write with a marker. I don't know if it would be too fat. Let's see. We'll try it for the next one. Okay. So now we have an ice cream or cotton candy coat, something like that. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and draw our line. It points right down to that mark. It's between 2 inches, okay? And just like on the clock, you know how on a clock, if the hour hand's between 2 hours, we always pick the one it's past? Same thing here, okay? The cotton candy is between 2 inches, 5 and 6, but we're not going to pick the one it hasn't passed yet. It's already past the 5, so we're going to go ahead and pick the 5. It's 5 inches long, and again, look at, it's a little bit longer than 5 inches, but not quite 6. It's 5.5 inches long. 5.5. Okay? You think that this is going to be an easy lesson for you? All right. Now we'll take a look down here at the lollipop. All right. Lollipop. Draw the line. Sorry, my line's not perfect, but you get it, right? Which inch has it passed? It's past the 0, past the 1, past the 2, past the 3, past the 4. Did it pass the 5? Nope, so we're not going to pick that. It's 4, and again, goes past the 4 a little bit to the halfway mark. It's 4.5